Welcome to Life in LA, a look at people and places in Lower Arkansas, our LA. Lower Arkansas is made up of the 15 southernmost counties in the state. Join us each week as we talk to some of the people who make this part of the world such an interesting place to live. And now, let's join Life in LA with our host, Steve Ford.
Well, today's podcast is going to be the youngest person yet that I have interviewed, and I'm hoping it'll be a good one. The next time you're out grocery shopping, pay close attention to the young man who pushes your cart out to the car for you. He may be the guy that can shoot the eyes out of a clay pigeon at 27 yards. We are talking today to Landon Chandler. Landon, welcome to Life in LA.
Yes, sir. Good to be here.
You ever been on a podcast before?
I've not. It's my first time.
You might want to consider starting one after this.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe so. So tell me a little bit about who you are and tell me about your family.
Well, my name's Landon Chandler.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's name is Anna Chandler. My dad is Brandon Chandler.
Wait. You left somebody out.
Oh, Grace.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
I've got a sister, Grace Chandler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's something.
Oh, she is. She is an attractive young lady and a dancer. I wonder if you don't have some of your friends asking for her phone number already.
Yeah, they'd have problems with me. So.
All right. That's a good big brother answer then.
Oh, yeah.
Good big brother answer. The reason I wanted to interview you for Life in LA, I would see some posts on Facebook where you had been shooting in a trap meet. Mm-hmm. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You've taken home a few trophies, haven't you?
Quite a few.
How many do you have? Have you taken time to count them?
I don't know. It'd be somewhere between 150 and 200. I looked yesterday, but
150 and 200 trophies.
Yeah, I've done pretty well over the years. Tell
me how a trap shoot meet takes place. I've never been to one.
Well, the ones I usually go to, they're state shoots. Each state has a state shoot. Usually lasts 4 to 5 days, sometimes 6 days, and you shoot 200 to 300 rounds a day. It's split up between 3 disciplines: singles, handicap, and doubles. Mm-hmm. Singles is shot from 16 yards. They just go straight out, and handicap shot I shoot from the 27-yard line. You can, it's just like golf, how that handicap works. Mm-hmm. Doubles, there's 2 of them that go out. So
you have to shoot them both?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, they go out at the same time. You got to shoot one and go to the other.
Wow. The thing that impressed me as I watched the results you posted, you normally hit 100 out of 100.
Yeah, I think I shot right around 50, 100 straights. I think I shot.
Wait, did you say you had shot 50 times without missing?
Yeah, a round is 100. I think I was somewhere around 50, give or take. I don't know the exact amount, but shot 200 straight 3 times. I think the longest I've ever gone without missing was, I think it was right around 400. I don't know the exact one, but
do you get nervous when you start shooting?
I did at first, but then you learn that the more nervous you get, it's just the worse you do when the pressure gets on. But
so it just gets to be old hat after a while. How do you deal with nerves?
I always start singing a song in my head. To be honest with you, that's what I always do. And I'm cool, calm, and collected, I guess you could say, out there.
You're normally anyway, I bet.
Oh, yeah, I try to be.
But I need to remember that when you get nervous, start singing a song in your head.
That's what I do.
Does it ever slip out of your lips and it comes?
Sometimes, oh yeah. Sometimes I look like a fool up there shooting.
Look at that guy over there. He's singing while he shoots.
I'm sure it's been said a couple times.
So where all have you traveled for trap meets?
Well, I've been to 27 states just traveling. I think I don't know the exact amount I've shot in, but I know I've been to 27 just traveling to shoot. The furthest I've been is Utah.
Utah.
Yeah, been to Utah, Arizona, Wisconsin, Florida. That's some of the ones that are, furthest away. Of course, I've been to Arkansas.
Well, now you shoot with a team?
Yeah. Well, when I go and shoot around the country like that, I shoot by myself.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah.
How'd you get interested in trap shooting?
Well, it started at our school. Our school had a trap team, and that's how I got started. We shot 50 rounds at practice, and it was meet about every weekend through the spring. And I fell in love with it there for a little while, and I like doing it. So I always grew up, shooting, hunting, and fishing. So.
Oh yeah, so it came naturally.
Exactly.
You were familiar with how a gun worked to begin with.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Do you have your own shotgun? Do you use a shotgun?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. What do you shoot with?
It's a 12 gauge. It's a Beretta. It's a double barrel. That's the one I've been using as of lately. So
double barrel, so you'd have two shots.
Yes.
So you had to hit one, and then you had one bullet to get the other one.
That's right.
Or one shell.
That's right.
So during the season, do you practice a lot? Is there a lot of practice involved?
When I'm shooting at my best, I'm practicing a lot. 2-3 times a week. Shooting 100, 200 rounds a day. 100
or 200 rounds a day.
Yeah.
Now, how do I ask this? Are shells pretty cheap?
No, not necessarily. Especially as of lately, they are not cheap at all. Mm-hmm. They get expensive after a while.
Man, that could be an expensive hobby then, with travel and the practice. Where do you practice?
I mainly practice. They got to shoot in Camden, Arkansas. That's where I mainly practice at. SAU's got a range as well. Mm-hmm. So.
Well, you're fortunate and you live out in the country. I guess if you decide to practice out there, it doesn't bother anybody, unless you're shooting 100 or 200.
Yeah, that's right.
So I ran into you not long ago out at the grocery store where you work.
Yes,
you're a junior in high school going into your senior year.
Yes, sir.
In the fall. What are you doing working out here? Looks like you could.
When I decided to take a break from shooting, I'm not doing much, so I decided, I need to do something, get out of the house, make some money. Gas isn't free. So.
You are wise beyond your years,
I try to be.
Landon. I'm sure your parents appreciate that too.
They ought to, But no.
It gets you out of the house and puts a little money in your pocket where you're
that's right.
not always having to bug them. What have you learned from trap shooting?
Oh, I've learned discipline, a lot of it, to control my emotions, when I miss one, I don't get mad.
You can't get mad, can you?
Nope, that don't hurt.
You don't want to get mad with a gun in your hand anyway.
No, you don't want to do that.
What's the craziest thing you've ever seen at a trap shoot?
Well, one guy shot a hole through his foot.
Oh, you're not supposed to do that.
No.
They frown on that.
They do frown on that. Pretty. I don't
Seems like there was a vice president one time who shot somebody while they were out shotgunning, but you got to be careful where you point a gun. You always consider it to be loaded.
Always.
Never point it at anyone's direction. Some of those basic things of gun safety.
Yes, sir.
What have you learned working out here at the grocery store?
I've learned how to talk to people. I've struggled with that. Now it's helped me a lot.
When I was your age, I wanted to be a writer, but the only job available as a writer was at the newspaper.
Yeah.
And so I got hired there, but I found out I had to talk to people.
Yeah.
And that's one thing you have to learn in life.
Yeah. I've never been the most social person, but it's taught me to be.
Yeah. And meeting people is one of the most important things you can do early in life too.
Yeah.
Just meet the people around you and get to know them. And I guess you've met a lot of the people that are regular customers and some of the employees.
Yep.
Yeah. We were actually doing this interview out on the parking lot where you work. We couldn't find a good spot. You never know you can almost hear the carts rattling around, people talking out in the background, but that's okay. Well, on a nice warm day like this, at least you're not inside in the air conditioning. You're getting to push the carts out.
That's right.
And you put the colds together and the meat together. And always be careful with the bread and the milk. Is that right?
Learn how to do that.
Learn how to do all of that.
Yes,
all right. Well, Landon, I'm going to let you get on to work. I appreciate you taking time. Maybe you can give me some pointers sometime on firing a shotgun.
I can do it.
All right.
I appreciate you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Life in LA. Feel free to contact us at steveford@gmail.com if you have a suggestion for a future topic. And as always, tell others about this podcast and share it on your favorite social media. You've been listening to Life in LA, a production of Steve Ford Photography.